that just that
Yeah.
one novel, or how's your are you just free your writing process, or what's it like?
Okay, I only write a book every 2 years. Not because I don't have ideas, I have many ideas, but I think that the book has to mature itself inside of you, like a mother. Huh? And then you have this interrogation mark about some aspects of life. Interrogation mark about sex. Interrogation mark about luxury. Interrogation mark about the feminine face of God. And so it takes me years sometimes to find the right way to express this, the answer to this interrogation mark. In the case of sex, it took me, well, 8 years. So one day I met a prostitute here in Geneva. I said, "Oh, that is the good guideline for a book on sex." And it took me years, even if I felt this feminine presence of God, it took me years to write by the River Pedro. I sat down and wept, where I can express a little bit of this, or the Witch of Portobello. And finally, this fashion thing, this was for me a nightmare. I could never understand why people spend so much money in brands. It's unbelievable. For me, you don't believe in God, but my God, to believe in brands is much more difficult to understand. Because God, at the end of the day, well, there is a philosophical reason to believe or not to believe, but brands, there is nothing. Why is Nike is better than Adidas, than All Star? It's just something that you wear, period. Huh? So I was thinking. I never found a good guideline until one day I was in Cannes. I was looking to this festival and I said, and people dressing. They have gigantic trunks like in the old ships, and they take this to their rooms and they dress. The same person has 3 or 4 dresses during one day. Who is paying attention? I'm not paying attention, but probably someone is paying attention. And then I said, probably I can use this as a way to understand fashion. And then I sat down to write The Winner Stands Alone. Well, and it's so violent, it's so aggressive that the book starts with the description of a gun, which is really not my typical way to start a book. But this is the metaphor of when you see fashion being used to tell you I'm superior. Huh? No, I'm not telling people who are using fashion, and this show off is unbelievable. So there are things that I experience. There is a scene in The Winner Stands Alone that the model, the actress, is going to the red carpet, and she is with a celebrity, and all of a sudden the celebrity says, shit. She says, shit. And the same thing happened to me. I was sitting with a very famous actress. We were going to climb the red carpet. I was there. Well, the transit is horrible. And all of a sudden, this fantastic top 5-star actress said, shit. I said, what do you mean shit? Oh, there is someone in front of us, and she's more famous than I am. I thought, no, I don't think she's more famous than you are. No, she's more famous than I am. The photographers are going to pay attention to her. It will be a disaster for me. It was not.
No.
Huh? It was not a disaster for her. But it's like this. You go there, you show, and that's it. So why people do that? I think that good taste is something important. Huh? In this apartment, Japanese, they have a good expression for this, is shibumi. Shibumi is basically an architectural term to describe these beautiful Japanese houses where there's this empty space and then they have a flower, an ikebana, a flower arrangement. For me, this is elegance. Now go back to this mobile with gold and diamonds. And my God, my God.
Just one question about